So Brian, let's get to it. What are you going to be preparing for us this week?
Today I'll be preparing a grilled sea scallop BLT with avocado on a baguette with olive oil and fresh ground pepper.
Great, what do we have to do?
Well, we have our fresh lettuce. We've cooked some bacon already ahead of time, but we have our baguette. We have some nice avocado, tomato. What's the ingredients we're missing?
The scallops.
The scallops. All right. We have scallops here, and these are from St. Paul Fish Company in the public market. These are fresh sea scallops.
And what's the best way to prepare them?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Michelle. Today we're going to saute. Although if you have a grill, you can always grill them outside if you like that flavor. But most people have a saute or a frying pan, so we've preheated this frying pan over a medium-high heat.
Okay.
And I'm going to add about a tablespoon of olive oil. I'm also going to add another ingredient. We're going to add a little bit of cold butter.
Why do you add cold butter?
Chefs like this combination of these two ingredients. If you add just straight butter and you're frying or sauteing the sea scallops tend to brown and burn too quickly because butter has a higher burning point, or a lower burning point.
Okay.
Olive oil has a higher burning point. So now we have this combination of the oil and the butter, and we're going to just add the sea scallops, but you want to have the pan sizzling hot.
Does the oil and the butter add more flavor, or?
Exactly. Oil and butter is a nice combination not only for cooking, but it gives it great flavor. You want to hear these sea scallops sizzle. And I like to cook them on a high heat. You hear that browning? Mm-hmm. When scallops hit the pan and you hear this sizzling or browning, what happens is you want the scallops to caramelize. The natural sugars are coming out of the seafood and they turn brown. So as the scallops will caramelize, we're going to cook them for about a minute and a half on each side.
Okay.
And if you could hand me that frying pan over there, I'm going to show you what our scallops look like. Here's a picture of our sea scallops that are browned beautifully. So we're going to just show you the technique. And again, about a minute to a minute and a half on each side. If you want to cook them a little faster, turn up the heat. So now you can see as we've turned these scallops over, they have this beautiful, natural brown color to them. Now at this point, you can add some fresh ground black pepper that we got here in the market at the Spice House. Some people like to add a little lemon juice. We could add a little lemon juice later on if you like, or leave the lemon juice off. Lemon and seafood go good together.
You can add some lemon juice.
We'll add some lemon juice. So after we brown these, we're going to cut this lemon.
So you're going to add the lemon to them while they're cooking?
We're going to add the lemon to them while they're quick cooking. And the reason I'm going to add the lemon now is we don't want too much lemon juice flavor in there, but enough just to give it a little seasoning. Now what you can do if you don't want to get the seeds in, you can cup the lemon and hold it upright and the juice will just run down through your fingers.
Good idea.
And some of that lemon juice is just going to evaporate. What we'll do now is we'll turn the heat off. We're going to let those scallop rest. And in a moment, we'll come back and we'll assemble this whole grilled scallop BLT sandwich.
So, this gives me a chance to come up to the second floor of the public market. I'm going to meet the marketing director for the Milwaukee Public Market, Sherry Bantug. She and I are going to chat right across from Madame Twoney's kitchen where Brian and Michelle are doing the meal. And I get a moment to talk to one of the smartest, brightest people that the public market's got going right now about the philosophy of the market. So here we go. Hey Sherry.
Hi.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
How are you?
Great, thank you.
Cool. Okay, so I've been to the market, I shop at the market, I love the market, but I mean, there's more to it than, you know, than I know about. So tell me, like, what's the core, like the philosophy, the grit of the market?
The best thing about this place is that it's all about food and experiencing food in different ways. You know, we have El Rey, who's been part of this community for so long,
right.
sells cheese, Aladdin, Cedarburg coffee. It's all about the food, but
All
they are
superstars, by the way.
wonderful,
Yeah, from our city of
independent,
Milwaukee.
locally owned and operated vendors who offer you, food offerings. You see who prepares your meals. You can sit and chat with the owners, find out where their food comes from, what inspires them to create their foods. It's totally about food. The weekends are fabulous.
Yeah.
Saturdays are people are hustling and bustling. The vendors are running around. We have customers from all over the country here. You'll also see the neighborhood folks like yourself who are here quite often. We always have a calendar of events as well. So whether it's a weeknight or a weekend, we may have a free cooking demo, we may have a cooking class, we may have an art show. The best part of it is it's all about the food and the vendors that are here.
So thank you for taking a couple of minutes for us. You're a gem. We're glad to have you. In fact, the city's better that you're here. And now we're going to go back to Brian and Michelle, who are cooking something really fabulous in the kitchen. It smells good, and I'm jealous you all get to go, and we have to stay here.
What we call it in French cookery, in restaurant business, we call it a mise en place. Everything in its place. We have our scallops, our bacon, our lettuce, tomato, avocado slices, our fresh ground pepper. Now all we have to do is assemble and eat.
All right, let's do it.
Now you can see these scallops are done perfectly. They're not overcooked. We're going to make little slices right down the middle so they're easier to fit on the sandwich. We're going to break off pieces of bacon. So here we have our tomato slices.
Is that just green leaf lettuce?
Yeah, I like to use leaf lettuce. It's a softer lettuce. You could use iceberg, you could use bib lettuce. It's a very nice soft lettuce. Romaine is kind of crunchy. Do whatever strikes you.
Okay.
Now we're going to add the last ingredients,
The avocado.
the avocado. The last thing I'm going to put on the baguette is a little bit of olive oil, because we want a little bit of dressing, so to speak, on the baguette. And then again, we're going to finish with some of this nice ground pepper from the Spice House. And then what you can do is you can have this sitting out ready to go. And I think you're going to love this sandwich. It goes great with a lunchtime with a glass of wine, a glass of beer, whatever you like. So what do you say? Should we eat some?
Yes, definitely. I'm very excited. It's delicious.
Thank you. It's crunchy. It's simple. Do you think you could do this at home?
Definitely.